video. What am I gonna do? Just kidding, I already scheduled the appointment. I am what conservatives fear.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. I knew this was going to happen, and of course, it's as all things with technology and everything else, it's going to start slowly, very slowly at first, and then it'll be an all of a sudden type of thing where this is only going to be a couple of accounts. You're probably not going to be able to find them, and then all of a sudden, 78% of OnlyFools is going to be old dudes in Japan, China, and India taking all your money, all of your hard-earned dollars to watch fake anime girls and fake ladies, and now video won't even save you. I did a video a couple years back on some of the sugar sites, right? The sites where college girls would join and they would end up doing things for money for older dudes, and I've done stories like that. And on the forums, one of the things that a lot of the guys talked about when I was looking into this stuff is guys would say it's very hard to know when you're getting, scammed by photos and things like that. And guys would do live chats with women. And so what they started to do and what they recommended was, let me see if I have a pen here, is they'd say, tell the woman you're not going to talk to her or you're not going to set up a date or anything like that until she sends you a picture of her holding a pen across her nose like this, or holding a spoon or a fork, or doing something, putting a spoon on her head or something. All these crazy things, because that way it couldn't be just a photo that a couple of photos of some other girl that they grabbed off the internet to say was their profile picture. And guys, were pretty smart about that kind of stuff. Well, when we talk about doing the AI stuff, now it's not going to be just the photos of the spiciness. It's going to be the videos and the voice. And so now when you say, hey, I want you to, pinch your cheek, or I want to see you using chopsticks or putting that pen across your nose like this, and now a dude can do that in the video, and it's going to show up and look realistic. This is from Hirokazu Yokohara. And this is not him in the video, but he shows an older Asian dude with a wig on his head, and you can see the translation into the video, even adding fake chesticles and everything to the actress on the other side. Now, there are some imperfections. For example, the shine in the eye wiggles a little bit, the borders of the eye wiggle just a little bit, and what basically he says is AI turns old man into beautiful girl before and after of the style of exposing. The original doesn't have many cute movements or expressions. The image generation creates a cute impression for the viewer and a sense of unity across the screen. But he is correct in that this is only doing an okay job. Well, a video dropped of this gentleman here, and this is, again, a guy, and he's over here, and he's got a mic on his sweater, and he's got a wig over his head, and this is not a good-looking gentleman in any way, shape, or form. He certainly doesn't look like a 23-year-old or an 18 or 20-year-old young gal. Now, the voice, obviously, coming from this is his, and people were saying that he didn't bother to voice over anything because he's not trying to prove that works, because they already can do that. He said, the person that posted this video said, we can always already sound like Elon Musk or any other, impression of an actor or somebody that's popular. So to make a man's voice sound like a female, that's relatively simple. I want you to see, though, the how good this has gotten. This is really, really good.
其实有些人说，哎，这个直播换脸它的效果不是很好。我现在用的就是这个直播实时录像。那么直播的话，它这个其实已经是很完善的，包括像这种捏脸什么的，它都是一个常规操作。这个东西是不会破相的，就是包括什么戴口罩啊，或者这个吃个饭什么的。就比如说这个吃个饭，等一下我先把这个美颜关一下，不然的话等一下会影响。这个吃饭、喝水，然后什么摸脸， 然后
Now, one thing it doesn't really fix is his hand size. If you notice, his hands are still the same size as his hands. And so when he's pinching his own face, it looks like kind of manly hands pinching the young lady's face in the video. But I'm just going to mute this and let this keep playing so you can see it. As you can see, it's starting to get very, very realistic. They will continue this tech, and pretty soon you're going to see OnlyFools women, you're going to see content creators, you're going to see men losing their hard-earned money because they're going to be listening to gamers that are girls, that are really guys. They're going to be paying good money to, OnlyFools content creators that are really guys. And they're going to have the voice filter, and they're going to be able to, in live, interact with their subscribers and everything like that. And there's going to be no way to tell the difference anymore. And so whether it's grinning or smiling or showing off your teeth like you just saw this gentleman do, you're not going to be able to tell the difference anymore. Adding the physical, the body portion of it is going to be much harder than the face and the eyes and mimicking expressions. That's going to be the hardest part. The next step beyond that is going to be having the AI learn this character. Not the dude, but the young gal in the video here, is just have it record it, have it store some of the output of this, and say, okay, this is now a character. And then soon, the guy sitting here doing everything, he's going to be able to post, a video or two a day of quote unquote her sitting there eating breakfast, sharing their morning thoughts and how much they love all their fans and they're so appreciative. And then they can do a live stream a couple times a week where they can interact with the subscribers or everybody else doing the things they ask. And everybody's going to believe that this is a real person. This is something I was looking at for another story, but I'm going to incorporate it here. I want you to listen to this guy, this principal, go off on one of the teachers in his classroom. Just give this a listen. Or one of the sports coaches or something or other.
I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
Now that video was going viral. That audio was going viral. And people were calling for this principal to be fired from his job. There's only one problem. That's AI. From End Wokeness, AI used to frame a white principal. Pikesville High principal Eric Eiswert was caught on tape having a racist rant. People called for him to lose his job. The only problem, the whole recording was AI generated. Dazhan Darian, former athletic director from Pikesville, was arrested and charged for fabricating the entire tape. Expect to see a lot more of this. I have the story here from WBAL TV out of Baltimore. Police say purported recording of Pikesville High School principal was not authentic, contained AI content. School's former athletic director, arrested at BWI Marshall Airport, was on an open warrant. They say he faces multiple charges, including stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, retaliation against witnesses, according to charging documents obtained by 11 News. Police said the charges are connected to an investigation that started on January 17th into a voice recording circulated on social media that was allegedly to have been the voice of the school's principal, Eric Eiswert. Police said the audio clip, which was an alleged rant, based commentary on the school's students and teachers was spread on social media. That led to the temporary removal of Eiswert from the school, as well as many hate-filled messages on social media and numerous calls to the school. Police said Thursday afternoon that detectives have conclusive evidence based on a forensic analysis by the FBI that the recording was not authentic. Police said the analysis indicated the recording contained traces of AI-generated content. Detectives then sought an additional analysis by the University of California, Berkeley, which arrived at the same findings as the FBI's analysis. Police said investigators believe Darian made the recording to retaliate against Eiswert, who, at the time, was pursuing an investigation into the potential mishandling of school funds. The charging documents state Eiswert believed Darian was responsible for the clip because he believed Darian was tech-savvy and familiar enough with the AI, and a grievance was fueled by Darian's contract not being renewed due to working performance issues. Guys, if they have to get FBI and they have to get a university to do forensic audio analysis of this to figure out if it's generated by AI or not, what chance does your OnlyFools viewer have of finding out if the girl's real or not? What chance do the average dudes out there that are getting, retaliated against by women, by their dates, by girlfriends, by wives, by whatever, what chance do they have? Are they, during their court case for child custody or for their jobs, if a woman wants to get, even with him, what chance is he going to have? He's not going to get any of the FBI and anybody else to do any authentication of this stuff. From the OnlyFools content creator and that portion of it, there's going to be a lot of dudes that are losing good hard-earned money to 45-year-old guys from India and Asia, because it's going to be a lot easier to scam these dummies out of their money because they think that they're chatting it up with a pretty girl that finds them attractive or something. These dummies are going to fall right in hook, line, and sinker for this stuff. I guarantee you. That's concerning. But we're already starting to see some of the implications when it's used against somebody to try to get even or try to get position or try to get them shut down. I started doing this little bit of, hey, we need to be careful of AI, watch what happens, less than a year ago. I really have only been talking about this a year. I don't know how old the oldest AI video I have is, but it's not that old. And now we're already seeing where there's going to be some serious problems, some serious ramifications with this stuff. And we need to be concerned because once the audio tapes, once video like this gets out, it's not going to be too hard to frame somebody for something they didn't do, they didn't say, and there's no way the FBI and Cambridge University or whoever is going to be able to have the time to investigate all this stuff. I do think not only is this going to hurt men that are dumb enough to keep buying this OnlyFools content, but I think it's going to be used against men both in and out of politics, for child custody, for everything else, and guys are not going to have the money to take this and have it analyzed by anybody serious, and this is going to be a bad fallout from this stuff. So I wanted to give you just a heads up to show you guys the progress on this stuff, how quickly it's moving along. And yes, there's going to be a whole lot of girls that are very unhappy because their careers as the OnlyFools content creators they're now losing out to extremely good-looking AI. That's the funny part of this. But the dangerous part is there's a lot of stuff coming up that's not going to be good. It's not going to be good, and it is going to hurt. I think it's going to hurt men. It's going to hurt their positions because this was used specifically to make a white man look bad. Granted, it was by another man, but what happens when this is coming from a woman that didn't get a position on something or wanted to accuse a supervisor of doing something inappropriate when they didn't, and it's going to dark places. So just thought I'd throw this out there so you're aware of it. Guys, make sure to jump over to betterbachelor.locals.com. All my content is over there. It's free speech, no censorship, all that good stuff. So I'd appreciate if you came over and helped out and gave a little love to me over there. It would help me support my channel and do the work that I love doing. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. We'll see you in the next one.